Hi, welcome to our channel Campus Connect. Today we are going to see civil engineering interview questions series part 2. Today we are going to see top 10 questions for based frequently asked interview questions. First one is, what is the slope of the staircase? As per IS 456, the slope or pitch of the stair should be between 25 degree to 40 degrees. The second question is, what do you mean by moment of inertia? So the moment of inertia this question is from engineering mechanics. So you must studied the engineering mechanics in the first semester or in the second semester. You must have the basics. Well, if you are going to for a design company, you'll have more questions from engineering drawing, engineering graphics, then at the same time engineering mechanics, then strength of materials, theories of structures, RCC, then DSS. These are the most important areas for the design engineers. So there will be more questions from that part. What do you mean by moment of inertia? A quantity, expression, a body's tendency to resist angular acceleration, which is the sum of the product of the mass of each particle in the body with the square of its distance from the axis of rotation. The third question is, what is a crank length in the slab? The crank length in slab is 0.42 d. D is nothing but the depth of the slab. Then what is grouting? Grout is a fluid form of concrete which is used to fill the voids. Grouting is most of this work will be done in the waterproofing process, so you must be aware of grouting. In between the tile also we will be laying the grout. At the same time there is cementitious material we'll be using for underwater construction, and where the water areas there we will be using the waterproofing work. So we will be doing the grouting work in some part of grouting work in the slabs and the water stored areas. Then fifth question, what is allowable moisture content in fine aggregate for the concrete mix? We won't use the aggregate if it is moisture content is more than 5%. We'll be testing the moisture content. It is more than 5% means we won't use the fine aggregate. Then the sixth question, what are the types of slump? So the slump is very important question. You must know what is the procedure of the slump, and what are the types of slump also you must know. True slump, the concrete mass after the test when the slump evenly all around without disintegration is called the true slump. So we mostly in the site we will be following the true slump. Shear slump, when one half of the concrete mass slides down, the other are called shear slump. This type of slump is obtained in a linear concrete mix. Next one is collapse slump, when the sample is collapsed due to adding excess water is known as collapse slump. Zero slump, for very stiff or dry mix, it does not shows any changes of the slump after removing the slump cone, is known as zero slump. Next question, what do you mean by segregation? Segregation is a separation of cement sand from aggregate. This is caused due to water cement ratio, and when the concrete is poured about more than 1.5 meters. So these two, when your water cement ratio is more than when you are pouring the concrete more than 1.5 meters height, the segregation will take place in the concrete. Then what is seepage? Slow percolation of water through soil is called seepage. Then the ninth question, what is the compressive strength of brick? So compressive strength of brick, you can know the first class brick is 105 kilogram per centimeter square. Second class brick is 70 kg per centimeter square. Fire brick is 125 kilogram per centimeter square. Then the last question, what is honeycomb in concrete? How it is formed? How to eradicate honeycomb in concrete? Honeycomb refers to voids in concrete caused by the mortar not following the space between the coarse aggregate particles. Mostly we already in this previous question, sixth question, we saw the types of slump. The stiff slump, you will be knowing zero slump is this case where the concrete is more stiffer. In that case, we'll be when we are using those concrete, we can able to find many honeycombs, many areas we can able to identify. So there will be very less water, because of that the mix won't be there properly, and we can able to see many voids. Then concrete is made into various structural elements such as columns, beams, foundations, slabs, etc. as required as per the structural design. When concrete is poured into the formwork, concrete starts flow like water. Sometimes cavity or voids are formed in concrete when concrete does not reaches all the places. It appears like a honeybee nest. If it is not vibrated properly, it may leave void exposing the aggregate. Concrete honeycombs not only reduces the strength and also provides passage for water, which in turn corrodes the reinforcement bar. Corrosion is a process which continues through reinforcement rods even in good concrete. This results in losing grip between rods and concrete, which is very dangerous to safety and life of concrete structures. In other words, honeycomb refers to voids in concrete caused by the mortar not filling the space between coarse aggregate particles. Okay, thank you. We have seen another set of 10 questions which are frequently asked in the interviews. Kindly subscribe our channel and do like our channel. Kindly pass this message to your friends also. Thank you.